So let's take a look at this problem. When Mang Juan was over 55 years old but less than 75 years old, he told me, "Each of my sons has as many sons as brothers, and the number of my years is exactly that of the number of all my sons and grandsons. How many grandsons does Mang Juan have?" So in this problem, we have to define first the variables. So let us use a representation. So let S be the number of sons of Mang Juan, and we know that each son of Mang Juan has S sons. So these S sons correspond to Mang Juan's grandsons. And we use the same representation as letter S because it is stated that each of my sons has as many sons as brothers. So from the underlined word in the problem. So each son has S sons. So repeating it again. Then the total number. So to find the number of grandsons, is just S, which is the number of sons of Mang Juan, and the S sons, which is we use the same representation. So S times S will give us S squared. Next, let us translate the age statement. In the problem, the number of my years is exactly the number of all my sons and grandsons. So from that, age of Mang Juan is equal to number of his sons plus the number of his grandsons. Then we can write this as age is equal to number of his son plus the number of his grandsons. So next, let us use the age restriction. So 55, the age, and so he is less than 75 years old but greater than 55 years old. So we're writing with our defined variables. We have S plus S squared here and less than 75. Then let us test some integer, like reasonable integers. So if S is equal to 6, then we have 6 plus 36, which is 42, which is not in the range. If S is equal to 7, we have 7 plus 49, which is 56, which is in the range. If S is equal to 8, which is 8 plus 64, which is 72, which is in the range. If S is equal to 9, then 9 plus 81, which is equal to 90, which is too large, so not in the range. So we have two possible answers for this one. So next, we have to decide which one makes sense. Now let's go back to the statement of Mang Juan. So he said that each of my sons, like here, has as many sons as brothers. So if we put it in a scenario, so let's say if Mang Juan has, let's say he has 7 sons, each son has 6 brothers, but 7 sons. So from this, we have a contradiction. Let's try another. So if he has 8 sons, each son has 7 brothers, but 8 sons. So another contradiction. These are just the two possible scenarios for the problem. So we notice that a son does not count himself as a brother. So if Mang Juan has S sons, then each son will have S minus 1 brothers, because you know that this is less than 1 from the number of sons. Then that means that each son has S minus 1 sons, and for the total grandsons we have S times S minus 1. So let us correct our equation. So our corrected equation will be age is equal to S, which is the number of sons of Mang Juan, and this is now the correct expression for the grandsons of Mang Juan. Instead of S squared, we make it S times S minus 1 because of our scenarios here, and it was justified that a son does not count himself as a brother. So moving forward, simplifying this one, we'll be having age is just S squared. So the age condition again will be 55 S squared 75. So let us try again. So if S is equal to 7, we have 49, too small. And if S is equal to 8, we'll be having 64. This is in the range, so this is valid. So number of sons is 8, and number of grandsons, which is from this formula, this is just S, so this is 8 times 7, which will give us 56. So this is the final answer.